Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. Before we get going on today's video, man, I just gotta point out, I literally used to look like, and this is back in October, man. Look like a damn albino peanut M&M, bro, with that big-ass looking head. But, okay, yes, for today's video, this is not the roasting of Crispy Flakes, but there is gonna be something roasting. Some hot takes. Yes, I made this, I think before the NBA season started, my official NBA hot takes. Season predictions for 2021-2022. I have no idea what I said in this, so we're going to check it out, and I'll probably regret everything I said. Here we go. Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here for today's video.
Classic Crispy Flakes music.
NBA predictions Pick'em challenge. So basically, we have 16 questions here presented by the National Basketball Association about the upcoming NBA season. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys my best predictions. I guess if you get them right, you can win prizes. Although
I didn't win nothing.
I don't seem to ever win these things because even if I did, I feel like I still wouldn't get my prize, man. I feel like I get all these right and I would just never get that email. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, before we get going on today's video, if you guys don't mind leaving a
like and subscribe. 1,000 likes. Subscribe to the channel, bro. Do it. 97% of you are now subscribed to the channel. Hit it now. Do it. Okay.
Below. Let's go ahead, man. We got a lot to talk about. So starting off, we have which team will win the NBA championship?
Warriors.
That being the Bucks, Lakers, Nets, or others. So
Warriors.
Looking at the three teams listed, I can already kind of see issues arising with all three of these teams. Now, obviously, any one of these teams can win it, but you look at the Bucks, and I do think the Bucks are going to have some fatigue issues this NBA season. Obviously, winning the championship last year, that takes a lot out of you, man, and it takes being able to go that next year as a team to win, back-to-back. But fact of the matter is that Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton were in the Olympics.
Yep.
Not much of a rest time for them. So, they'll be good next season. Don't get me wrong. You got Giannis who's going to be rested and ready to go. But, yeah, I just feel like that's something that could be an issue later on in the season. The Los Angeles Lakers, it's extremely, extremely early, and I'm not going to overreact to the preseason, but Russell Westbrook's not looked good, man. 18 turnovers in 2 games. Preseason, not that big a deal. Point guard on a new basketball team. It will sort itself out in time, but
it doesn't.
Yeah, the Lakers, you could obviously see that they got some older players, right, man? Injuries could be an issue too. So, and then for the Nets, we don't really know what's going on with Kyrie. It sounds like he's not playing home games. That's kind of a big deal. Probably the one time in NBA history.
Well, now he's going to actually play a little bit.
As far as other goes, a team that I could personally see winning it, my personal favorite, I think it's going to be a team that's going to remind a lot of people that, hey, remember us? Yeah, we're kind of a big deal, and that's the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, yo!
Personally, it might be a hot take, but I have the Warriors winning the championship.
Yes!
I really think it's one of those magical seasons for Steph Curry.
Yes!
Jordan Poole's going to hold things down until Klay Thompson's healthy and ready to go. So I have other, man.
Let's go!
And it's locked in.
Good stuff.
Okay, next up, we have, will the 2021-2022 MVP be a first-time winner? So I have a list on my other monitor over here, man. Of guys that I think could potentially win the MVP award.
Here we go.
Obviously, you got, Steph Curry. You got, Joel Embiid can win it for the first time. You got Giannis. You have James Harden's one.
Kevin
Durant.
There we go.
LeBron James, guys like that. So, do I have any hot takes for guys that I think could potentially win the MVP for the first time? Obviously, Joel Embiid. Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic could obviously win it. A hot take. I kind of have 2 hot takes.
Okay.
I feel like Zach LaVine could be a sneaky dark horse for MVP. If the Bulls are winning crazy amount of games, and
don't you ever question my NBA knowledge again. This is elite.
Up scoring numbers they did last, 27 plus points per game, then yeah, he could be pretty damn. That could be a candidate. Also, the Clippers with Paul George. If Paul George can go to that MVP level that he was with the OKC.
He was playing the caliber before the injury.
Keep the Clippers kind of in the running for a top 3 team in the Western Conference. That's another guy right there that I think could definitely win it. But when it's all said and done, I know I'm going to sound like, a big Warriors lover here, but I have Steph Curry winning it, man. I feel like Steph Curry...
Michael Jordan shrug, man.
...show his value early on in the NBA season.
That wasn't it. I was having a seizure.
Until Klay Thompson gets back, and yeah, he's going to continue putting up scoring numbers and all that good stuff, man. So will that be a first-time MVP winner? No, it will not. So I do not think it's going to be a first-time winner, man. I'm going to say no on that one. All right, next up we have who will win Defensive Player of the Year: Rudy Gobert, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Anthony Davis, or other.
Rudy.
So my mindset on this one right here is that you look at a few seasons ago when the Lakers won the championship. It's a big part of that was they were huge defensively. With Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. Last season with Drummond, Marc Gasol kind of took a step back there. This season they do have Dwight Howard back, and I just feel like having those certain paint protectors really excels a guy like Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis no longer has to be the only guy playing defense. He's a guy that can play elite defense, but also has these other guys that will make him look even better, right, man? It's important the teams around you, or the players around you, when it comes defensively and everything. So,
well,
I personally have AD winning it.
Okay.
I don't really have like an other in this category. Giannis, Rudy Gobert obviously going to be in the running for that. You know, get Draymond Green, maybe a Marcus Smart. But I think Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year, and I'm pretty confident about that one.
All right, whatever.
Okay,
all right,
moving on, man.
Rookie of the Year.
Make sure this is all lined up good. Good enough.
Scotty Betta.
We have who will win. Actually, one second here, man.
Mobley Betta.
It's good. Okay, there we
Cade
go.
Betta.
Good. Who will win the Rookie of the Year award? Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, or other? So for my other category, I could see a guy like a Scotty Barnes or even a Jalen Suggs, you know, really coming out of nowhere. Even Cam Thomas, man. Like, if Cam Thomas is playing a lot more minutes because Kyrie's not playing in home games, that could be a really sleeper pick. But, you know, for me,
Toss that name out there.
Cade Cunningham, I think, is going to put up good all-around numbers, but I do think Jalen Green's going to put up the flashy numbers. He's going to score a lot of points. And when it comes to Rookie of the Year, you know, the voters, they like flashy players. Evan Mobley looks really good all around in the preseason and everything, especially this last game he played against the Bulls. But, you know, I do think Jalen Green's going to win it. I don't think Rookie of the Year in this game.
People call me a Jalen Green hater. I can be non-biased.
Makes just gonna say like, oh, Jalen Green's gonna be like better than like any player in this draft class, but I do think he wins Rookie of the Year. He's gonna put up a lot of good scoring numbers in Houston, and you know, people like that. So
obviously a bad take.
I'm completely fine with saying Jalen Green. Like, I ain't gonna be biased and say Cade Cunningham just to say it, right? Next up, we have which conference will
I don't know who Coach of the Year would be right now.
From? Huh? Okay, so damn, this one's pretty interesting. I'm looking at the standings real quick here. I don't really have like.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at one.
I guess hypothetically speaking, if I have the Warriors winning the championship and Klay Thompson's out, then if this team, you know, can be a top 3-4 team in the Western Conference, a lot of that is going to do with, you know, the coaching circumstances of Steve Kerr. So I'll go with Western Conference.
All right.
Not complete. I mean, obviously there's a lot of teams, you know, that, or a lot of coaches that can win it. 30 to be exact. But yeah, man. So that's just like a off the top of my head type of pick.
I don't think the Magic's head coach is winning one anytime soon.
In the Eastern Conference, we got the Bucks, Nets, 76ers, or
Nets.
other. I don't really think there's an other in this category. I don't really see any of the other teams being like number one. I feel like one of these three teams is definitely the safe choice there.
Nets.
76ers, I just don't know what's going on with Ben Simmons to have a good answer for that, so I don't think it's going to be the 76ers. Nets with no Kyrie is going to not be great. And then the Bucks, you know, the Bucks, I feel like their fatigue woes could show up more in the playoffs, but I think regular season they'll be on top. So I'm going to go with the Bucks, man.
All right.
Pretty concerned about that pick right there.
Well, what's their record?
Were they
third?
Will have the best record in the Western Conference? Sun, Jazz, Lakers, or
Bucks
other.
ain't too far behind
the
from
Jazz
first.
have proven to be a pretty good regular season team. They haven't really like done anything that made me think that they can't be that again next year. I do think the Suns could be a bit better though, man. Like the Suns, they were second place at 51 wins. They were just behind the Jazz. So it's a matter, do I feel like the Suns will take that next step, take that leap over the Jazz? CP3 obviously being a year older doesn't help, but getting a good interior defender off the bench, JaVale McGee helps out. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, all those guys are going to be, you know, a year just more experienced in everything.
Good take.
I don't think it's going to be the Lakers. I really don't. I think there's going to be some struggles early on in the season, but Jazz, Suns, I'm going to go with the Suns, man. I feel like the Suns very well could be first.
So obviously I didn't go with Warriors, but Suns not a bad choice.
So. Which player will lead the league in scoring points per game? Thank you for clarifying. Steph Curry, Bradley Beal, Luka Doncic, other. My other category is, you know, I could see maybe a guy like Damian Lillard taking it, but
who is leading it right now?
Steph Curry, I think, is going to start off crazy with the scoring. I think it's going to maybe level out a little bit once Klay's back. Luka Doncic could win it, but we all know he's more about like the all-around game. Bradley Beal, there's no more Russell.
Curry got to be first, right?
He is a nice fit next to Bradley Beal, but they're going to need his scoring. He's going to be doing a lot of scoring next year. I'm going to go with Bradley Beal.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad take. That was a bad take. I mean, Beal's still having a decent season, not nearly as good as last year, but yeah, that was a bad take. Okay.
Which player will lead the league in assists? Luka Doncic, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, or other?
I'm gonna go with James Harden. I do say Russell Westbrook, man. It's literally just my accent, though. I do not mean to say Russell Westbrook. It's just Russell Westbrook. Brick.
On this one, not going to spend a lot of time on this one. Russell's playing with LeBron James, who handles the basketball a lot. And then, you know, Luka could.
Wish he would handle a little more.
It just feels like a good safe pick, especially if they're going to be leaning on him a little bit more.
Who is it, Chris Paul?
Will the Nets win more than 56 games? Let's see, man. I don't think it's happening. That takes a lot. Like, best case scenario,
They had 23 and 9.
Kyrie playing every single game, no major injuries in a
82 minus 56. Oh, God. What would be like 14? No, 14, 16. So that'd be 16 L's. They have 9 L's as of right now. About less than halfway over the season. Yeah, I'm going to say that probably still doesn't hold up. Yeah.
heartbeat, I say yes. But Kevin Durant, James Harden have not played full seasons in a while.
Nobody cares, Crispy.
I'm
Nobody
on the
cares.
record here. Kyrie Irving's situation doesn't help. I don't think they win more than 56. That's a lot of games to win, man. That's a lot of games to win. I can see them being like
Especially this season.
50 to 52 win team, but 56. Those 4 extra games. Will the Bucks win more than 55 games? So last year they won 48. Of course, that was in a shortened season. Man, 55 though. Once again, I kind of see them like
22 and 13.
55. I can see them being like 53 wins. So yeah, in a way, this is kind of like the over/under game, which I plan to do in a video about in the very near future, by the way. But
Never did that video. Don't even know what I was talking about.
Feels more right to me, so I'm gonna say no. Will the 76ers win 51 games?
Nope, 17
Last
wins.
year they were at 49 in a shortened season yet again. Joel Embiid obviously has the mentality, I think, to lead them to, a 50-plus game season. Once again, if Ben Simmons is checked into playing with the Sixers again, then they could be a 50-plus win team. If they go out and get a really good player back in exchange for Ben Simmons, that helps out. If the trade package they get back is really bad, then that's going to hurt. But I think Joel Embiid's good enough to save 51 games. I'm going to say yes on that.
Which, well, obviously I didn't know COVID was going to be like a thing again this season. So, that's not a bad take, given normal circumstances, Like, if Embiid's been healthy the entire season and everything, everybody's been healthy, it's like, yeah, I could have seen that happening. So, not a bad take, I don't think. I got my phone to look at, like, the records and stuff. Make sure I got it right.
Okay, this is interesting, right?
24 and 9.
I have the Suns being number 1. So let's do the Suns first, winning more than 50 games. I'm going to say yes for the Suns because I have them with the best record.
Yep.
So that's essentially saying, do I think the Suns will win, 54 games if they have the best record? Meaning, will the Jazz win 53? I have the Suns around that 53, 54 win range.
Not bad.
The Jazz being just behind them around like maybe 50 to 52. So I'm going to go ahead and say no for that, but just barely missing that 53 win mark, man. Just barely missing it. There we go.
Here we go.
And, do I have the Lakers winning 53 games? I do not. I think injuries, chemistry, all that stuff's going to play a big-time factor.
All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and say no on that.
All right.
And then we have this final one right here, which it looks like it's locked or something, man. It looks like we already answered that, didn't we? Didn't we already answer that? Yeah, who will win the championship? We said other for that, man. So, yes, those are my picks.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video right there, man. I would say overall, given not knowing what the NBA season was going to be going through, I would say I did pretty well with this. I mean, obviously, yeah, there were some things that I was just wrong on, like Bradley Beal. But I think there was some really good things I was right on, too. Like, definitely, I was right about the Warriors. Like, people were roasting me about my Warrior takes and stuff like that, man. But that's all we got for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.